Namaste, namaste. Sun is shining, it's raining, but I'ma make this video dancing in the rain in love. Welcome to my another video. I appreciate every one of you who watches my video, and now we're gonna dive very deep in love. You know, we live in a world of separation. Third dimension is illusion. It's illusion of separation of darkness and light. Darkness and light fight. It's illusion. Darkness and light fight. Light fears the darkness, protects itself from the darkness. Darkness actually fears the light, because light is the greatest power in creation, and darkness doesn't know it's part of the source, and just it's afraid of itself, and that's why it's attacking, because darkness doesn't know itself, but light knows itself to a certain degree. In this world, fear is creating the illusion of separation. Fear is creating opposition. This is actually world of fear, world of duality. Darkness fights light. This versus that, right against wrong, separation. And fear runs this matrix of separation. So have no fear, for love is now here. Have no fear, love is now here. What is love? Like Rumi elegantly has said, do know that darkness and light are the dance of love. And on the beginning of the Vedas, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, do know I am the darkness and light. My front is the light, my backside is the darkness. Do know that everything serves the source that I am, knowingly or unknowingly. Everything is part of that I am. That's love. So reality, fifth dimensional, higher dimensional reality is, there's no separation. Darkness and light is the dance of love. So there's no separation in fifth dimensional consciousness. I have no enemies. I have no fear. It's like fifth dimension is like dark sky serves so the stars can shine. If dark sky was not dark, stars would not shine. It's like Krishna, the Vedic god of love, Christ. He also actually saying, I'm only dark in complexion, I only turn my light inward, so she, my beloved love, can shine in all the love that I am, so I don't disturb her. I turn my life down so I can enjoy her light. So in the fifth dimension, there's no separation in higher. Darkness serves to support the light as a template, like dark sky serves to make the stars shine. You know, that's so beautiful. Opposites united. No more fighting. And darkness is masculine energy, light is feminine energy. And in this world, masculine and feminine energies are fighting. Masculine energy, darkness, is afraid of the feminine energy and is fighting, trying to turn the light down. And actually, light, the feminine energy, is afraid of masculine energy and protects itself. And it's a war mentality. It's fight. Have no fear, love is now here. Let's opposite do unite in the light, no more fight. Third dimension is the place and dimension of opposition and separation between light and darkness. And fifth dimension and above is the union, opposites united again, no more fight, no more opposition. Just like Rumi said, do know that everything is light and darkness are the dance of love. But fear, this is matrix of fear, and fear is the main problem here. Fear gives the illusion of separation in this matrix power to fight against itself. Yin and yang fighting against each other because they are afraid of each other. Fear. Have no fear, for love is now here. I've been speaking yesterday with beautiful friends, and this came out. They are afraid of darkness in this form and that form and this form, and darkness is attacking them. In enlightened heart, there is no fear. There is no duality. You have to understand fear. Fear is the fuel that runs this matrix of separation. Because of fear, opposites are separated and fighting. Darkness fights light, light fights darkness. So have no fear. Love is now here. Light is the power of all powers. Love is the power of all powers. And in the presence of love, no power whatsoever has any power. Darkness has no power. Darkness is separated from the source. Light is still connected. Darkness doesn't know that it's part of the source in this world and has no power. Light, love is the power of all the power. But when we focus on the darkness, when we are afraid, by our fear, by our belief in the power of darkness, we give the illusion of darkness, illusion of separation, that darkness has no power whatsoever over love, over light. But because we believe and because we are afraid, we lower our vibration to third dimension, to separation, to duality, and darkness that has no power over the light, over love that we are, has suddenly all the power over us because we believe it and we are afraid of it. Have no fear. Love is now here. Darkness is afraid of the light because it doesn't know it's part of the light, doesn't know it's part of the source. And in this world of separation, also light doesn't know that darkness is just part of the source, and there is separation. Both are afraid of each other. And when you are afraid of darkness, then comes the emotions of hate, anger. You want darkness to go on. You focus very negatively on darkness, and that fear opens the gate. So darkness has more power over you and more power over you and more power over you because you are giving it power. If you acknowledge the enemy, I have enemy, you go in that low dimensional state and you give the enemy the permission. There's no enemy, but you give the darkness permission to attack you. And more you focus on it, more and more you believe in it, more and more you are afraid of it, more and more darkness has power over you. Because your fear and your belief is creating that power of darkness that has no power. Love is the power of all power. So have no fear. Love is now here. Fear is the problem. Fear is the problem. You know. Because when you love the darkness, actually, darkness can feed only with darkness, with fear, with anger, with hate, with you have an enemy, want to expose an enemy, want to attack. This is the energy, the vibration that darkness needs. Their own energy, darkness. And like in Fifth Element movie, more you focus on the darkness, more you give it the power, more power darkness has. Because you're fighting it, you are afraid of it, you hate it, you are in separation. You are counter-attacking with the same energy of darkness, and this is actually the food that darkness needs. More darkness, your fear. So fear opens the door, so darkness has more power over you, and your focus and your negativity. If you have enemies, you give the permission to the enemies to be your enemies. I have no enemies. What's the power of love? When you really know yourself, where you know the power of love that you are, opposites are united in my heart. I have no fear. Love is now here. I have no enemies. Unconditional love. I'm not afraid of darkness. I'm not attacking the darkness. I'm not exposing the darkness. I do not deal with the darkness. Darkness is integrated in my heart. Opposites united in the light. When I have to stand for my power against the darkness, then darkness, my darkness is template, like the sky is dark for the stars to shine bright. Darkness in enlightened soul, just the sky serves the light of the stars and moon to shine, so darkness in enlightened heart serves same as template for your light to shine more and more. So when you understand this, love is the energy that actually transmute darkness back to light, opposites unite. So darkness hates love. Darkness doesn't like if you love it. If you hate it, if you attack it, if you're afraid it, darkness is very happy because you're giving it the power over you. So they have power over you now. But when you love the darkness, then darkness has no power, because love defeats the darkness and turns it back to the light, brings it back to the light, so opposites unite, enlightenment. Only fear is giving the darkness power, and when you are no more afraid and you do not believe in the power of darkness, but you know you are love, power of love that you are, darkness loses all the power. And as I write in the valley of shadow of death, evil fears me, for I am love. So you have to say to yourself, when your mind wants to be afraid, when your mind wants to focus on darkness, if you have problem with the darkness attacking you, it is your faith and your belief and your focus creating this. You have to meditate, you have to know yourself, you have to go into positive meditation. I am love, I am the power of all powers. In the power of love that I am, no power has any power. Fear is the power that gives darkness the illusion of power. That illusionary power that has no power now has power over my supreme power, love that I am. I have no fear. I deny fear. I throw the fear out of my window. I have no fear. Love is now here. Here you repeat, I am love, I am the power of all powers, and in the power of love that I am, no power has any power. Darkness fears me when I am love, because now I know myself. Opposites united in my heart. I am the source of darkness and light. No fear, love is now here. Now darkness is afraid of me, because love defeats the darkness. So you have to know yourself. You are love, you are supreme power, you are opposites united. And this is actually opposites united. Darkness is masculine, light is divine feminine, and enlightenment is when within your heart the separation, the duality, the fight, the fear, opposition, it ends in love, opposites unite in love. Now I am the source, now I am love, source of darkness and light. I am you. And as I walk in the valley of shadow of death, evil fears me, for I am love, and just my presence turns darkness back to light, opposites unite. I'm having very unique service in this world. There's only 6 people who do this, I feel. So I was told, because I contacted with email one great American master who was in video speaking about what he's doing, and I realized, oh, this is what I'm doing. And I wrote email to him, and I waited a few months for his email to come back, and he said, like I felt, he said, yes, you are doing this, but we are very rare. There are only 6 of us on earth that we do this. So I'm actually here standing next to the Templar church, where there was much darkness, and in my St. Thomas village there was so much darkness and everything. But I was just straight in Hinduism. I never fear darkness. Darkness is my enemy, because when I awakened through Vedas, where is in Vedas written, I am the source of darkness and light. On the beginning I am all alone, darkness I am, and there comes a light, my goddess, and opposites unite, and love dances through creation and expands. It was my philosophy. I knew always that darkness and light are the part of the source. So I was never afraid of darkness. I was doing much work on myself. I still am, diving deep and meditation. And I studying darkness. I wanted to know darkness more than they know themselves. Because if I know darkness more than themselves, darkness dressed up in light has no power over me. Because I am love, I am the light. I know darkness better than they know themselves. So I realized that darkness has no power, that I am the power of all powers, and I can be like when I play, that's why I play in the city only once. Anyway, I play only once and twice because this is my job, giving you the word that I am. One time a week or maximum two, I play the flute, and wherever I am, if there is darkness, I am love, I am the power of all powers, I am the source. Wherever I am, I can feel and see the darkness of people, the darkness of environment, the darkness of this church and my building. Everything is purified. Here was so dark, now it's so bright. Dark energies, demons and all that energies of separation. I don't have to do nothing. I just enter in near and they are entering into me. They are entering into me in the portal, source portal in my heart, and they are transmuted back to light. As I walk in a valley of shadow of death, evil fears me, for I am love. And this is what I'm doing. And also online, and if you watch my videos, this can happen if you connect. I don't have to do nothing, and it has no effect on me. You just feel a little bit unpleasant, and in few seconds it's gone. It doesn't remains within me through portal of my heart, source portal, love that I am. It gets transmuted back to the light, to the source. Opposites unite. So I serve as a cosmic cleaner on earth. Even on my dreams, I have all powers. Darkness can't do anything to me. I'm like Neo in my dreams. And you are that power also. We all are. We all are love. We all are incarnations of the source. We are the power of all powers. But when you dwell in duality and you are afraid of darkness, you are angry, you are in separation, you want to fight it, you feed the darkness with that fear and belief, and that darkness has power over you. And even when you protect yourself, I am not an advocate for protection. I am not an advocate for any protection against anything. Because if I'll tell you something. If you use the protection, if I use the protection against darkness, I have to protect myself against demons, I have to protect myself for this. I'm declaring I'm in 4D energy of separation and I have enemies, and I'm actually, by protecting myself, by using all this protection, I'm declaring loudly and clearly that darkness has power over love that I am and can destroy me, and I have to protect myself. No, this is old energy, protection. I'd rather teach you how you know yourself, because you are the protection. Just light and your presence is the protection. And what I'm doing and just few people were doing on this earth, we all are meant to be. We entered the room, we purified the room. This was the most dark church I purified. It's such a beautiful energy here. Building when I live, most dark. I purified. People are nice now. No fighting, no alcoholism inside. Everything beautiful. When you know yourself, you know you need no protection, because you are the protection. Light, love that you are, source that you are, is the protections of all protections. Power of all powers. And in the presence of your power of love that you are, no power has any power over you. You are protection. As I ride in the valley of shadow of death, evil fears me, for I am love. You are that love. And darkness fears you only so that you don't know yourself. Because when you know yourself and you become love and you unite the darkness within you, you heal it. Opposites united, darkness and light, love in your heart. You know you are love. You know your source. You know your power of all powers. You know you are source of darkness and light, source of all demons, source of all light. No power has any power over you. You are the power of all powers now. Can you understand this? And you all need protection. More and more you focus on protection, more and more you are afraid of darkness and believe that darkness has power, and more you give power to the darkness. I rather teach you that. Go in meditation, know yourself. I am the power of all powers. I am the protection. I am love myself. I have no fear because love is now here, and I am that love. And in presence of love that I am, no power has any power over me because I am love. That's how it is. Understand this. When you are afraid, when you believe in an enemy, when you focus enemy, when you hate enemy, you acknowledge your enemy, that enemy can attack you. I have no enemies. From the source perspective, truth is a little bit different. Even in this world, darkness is the part of the source. And I have no enemies. I'm grateful for all the darkness, because darkness pushed me to the light and provided me all the lessons that I needed in suffering and pain and separation, that I realized that I don't want that I realized that I am love, that I realized that I'm power of all powers, and darkness has no power over me. I conquered the darkness within me. I united in my heart with a light, enlightenment, and you have to admit this. In this world, darkness pushes us towards the light. If there was no darkness attacking me so severely and so much dark experiences and suffering in my life, I would not run so fast to search for the light. I would not go to the India if I would not suffer in first 2 decades of my life so severely from birth that I just wanted to see, is there something more beautiful? Is there something to this life? Is there something more than suffering and darkness? So darkness taught me and gave me all the lessons I needed of separation and suffering, so I could heal it, so I could forgive it, so I could become a master. And darkness is like darkness. The diamonds unformed underneath the earth, deep in darkness, deep in density, but they become the bright and shining light, the brightest and shining light, the indestructible and invincible, unbreakable, and shining the most amount of light of everything that is possible in this world. And darkness made the diamond and pressure of density. So also, I have no enemies. Thank you, darkness, that through all my life you have pushed me towards the light, so I realized that you have no power, and in love now opposites unite in my heart. I forgive you, I love you. I'm grateful for all the lessons, because it was just source energy in the world of separation pushing me back to unity, pushing me back to enlightenment, pushing me towards the light. So, in your life you also see the most dark experiences. When I was attacked by demons and all these things, it went so long that I really worked on myself, and I realized that I am the protection myself, that I am love, and they are attacking me because they don't want me to know myself. Because when I know myself, they have no power, and they are just transmuted. Just by my presence, they are transmuted to the source. And they knew that, and they were afraid of me. And thank you for attacking me so much in these years, because you only made me realize that you have no power. Darkness has no power. You are the power of all powers. Yeah. Thank you. So from the fifth dimensional and source perspective, there's no enemy. That what appeared enemy made me a master, made you stronger, provided you with lessons in life so you could let go of the third dimensional shit. So you could learn to forgive, so you can learn unconditional love, so you can know your own power and rise out of that darkness like bright and shining diamond that you are. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. So have no fear. Love is now here. Enlightenment. In the beginning, I am the source of darkness and light. That's the enlightenment. Opposites unite in the heart. And when you know yourself that you are love, your power of all powers, demons and all darkness are afraid of you, because they know now you know you are source, and they cannot understand you, but they know that you are all powerful, and just in your presence they are transmuted back to the light. So be grateful. Do not see the enemy, but see the darkness that is forming you in the light, and focus on love, focus on light, focus on healing, focus on letting go of that darkness. Do not fear, but know yourself. Love is now here, and you are that love, power of all powers. Know yourself. In the presence of love, no power has any power. Separation, 3D, darkness and light fight. 5D, enlightenment, union, darkness and light unite, opposites unite. There's no more fight. There's love and light, and opposites unite, and dark sky serves for your stars to shine within the kingdom. It's just like masculine and feminine energy. Masculine is darkness, feminine light. They are fighting and separation, and masculine subdued the feminine. But enlightenment, fifth dimension, Garden of Eden, new world, is when masculine is again just as Krishna is black so that Radharani can shine in all her gold, and his only pleasure is her golden shine. So darkness is also, sky is also black so the stars can shine, and the moon so we can see. So also in fifth dimension, feminine and masculine, darkness and light are no more enemies, but darkness, masculine, supports the feminine light, holds her up in their light, and it's only dark so masculine can enjoy the shine and gold, the brightness of the goddess. Opposites unite. Masculine supports the light, the feminine. So have no fear. Love is now here. Fear will give darkness power over you, but when you love now, you realize you are love. Darkness has no power over you, because you are source of the darkness of light as I am. And if you love my work, if you want my work to go on in abundance, to bring you such beautiful, deep videos almost every day, I love to do this. I enjoy on the rain now. It's beautiful. You are so welcome, always. And every coin that I receive from you is worth gold. I never forget you. And from my heart, if there is any gold, spiritual gold, it's activated, it's yours. And for every donation, every single, I do white light source healing on your divine, beautiful being. Because I love you. And I'm so grateful as a gift for your gift. Beyond time and space, no appointment. But I'ma do it because I'm a man of my work. Let opposites unite in our hearts. Let this fight end. Love has won. Have no fear, love is now here. Namaste. I love you. I love you.